How's it going, everyone? Welcome back into another daily show of the MLB research stream. Again, still no fancy name. The power play really doesn't work for the MLB show. So, my mic is not fucking working. I just saw. Is it? No, I think it is. Let me know if you guys see it working on my console. It says it's working, but I also am not getting feedback right now. Let me know if it's working. It says it is. I just want to get a thumbs up or thumbs down before we get into everything. Good. All right, until someone says otherwise, I'm going to work on the assumption that things working. So we're going to have one goal to do today on the stream. There is a BR betting, no sweat today. I want to put together my 5 favorite guys from the day today. There's one that I already posted with ProfitX. That's Vinny Pasquantino. He's got an insane pitch mix today against a really struggling Sandy Alcantara. I think he's got to be the favorite today. Vinny is crushed righties. Vinny is significantly better on the road for basically everything, which makes sense. Kauffman Stadium's a pretty tough place to play for tough place to hit. It's very pitcher friendly. When you look at the overall pitch mix, Vinny, slider, fantastic. Four seam, fantastic. Sinker, fantastic. He drops against the changeup and he comes right back and he's very good against a curveball. So, 4 of the 5 pitches, I think, is great. I think he's got to make the list. He's got to be the top one. He'll be there. I think he's my favorite guy today. Now, continuing that, there's a couple more guys that I really like today. And I've got some pre-research, but I like to get some more done. I think Jesus Luzardo today for K's has to be there. Los Angeles has been slightly better against righties, even though they do hit a little bit better against righties than they do against lefties. They also strike out more against lefties. So for me, I'm just going to go Jesus Luzardo today. I think it's a relatively safe, nice upside. You got one of the best matchups possible. I'm blocking it with my camera, but 3rd in the last 30 days against lefties, 4th in the last 15 days against lefties, and 1st on the season against lefty K percentage. You're looking at against lefties that they faced. Patrick Corbin had 6 Ks. Eric Lauer had 6 Ks. Crochet had 10. Before that, Carlos Rodon had 7. JP Sears had 9. Carlos Rodon had 10. Ryan Yarborough had 7. Scooball, Heaney. These are all guys who had 7+ Ks against the Angels. So I'm going to trust Jesus Luzardo, who seemingly found his stuff after, I think it was these 2 horrendous starts. Since that, he's kind of reset, hit in 4 of his 6 games. I like him a lot today and kind of like a bounce back. After that, we need to find 2 more guys. Let's see what Ballpark Pal has for most likely. Let's see, to record an RBI. It's all the Minnesota guys. That makes sense. Score a run, all the Minnesota guys. But they do have some love for Pittsburgh. And I do kind of like Pittsburgh guys today. I think Pittsburgh's rated really well. It's just, who do we take on Pittsburgh? They still don't have a lineup confirmed yet. Jonathan Cannon, Cutter, Nick Gonzalez, O'Neill Cruz, Brian Reynolds, changeup, just Horwitz. But Cruz isn't bad against it. He's the best of those 3. He's very good against a sinker, but so are Reynolds, Gonzalez. 4-seam, he's the best of the bunch. Sweeper, he's the best of the bunch. I think we go O'Neill Cruz today. So that would be O'Neill Cruz, Vinny Pasquantino, Jesus Luzardo, K's. I probably want someone in Minnesota against Freeland, right? I think that makes sense. Also, O'Neill Cruz, you could definitely play him at a decent price. Same with Jesus Luzardo. These are all soloable plays right now. Yeah, minus 130 to the over. I'm not going to take any liquidity from you guys. But there's some liquidity here. I like O'Neill Cruz to the over 1.5 against Jonathan Cannon. I think it's a really good matchup. And then if we're just pulling here, I know he's significantly better against righties. He actually has an inability to hit left-handed pitching this year. My 134 against lefties, 240, still not great against righties. Jonathan Cannon is about equal splits. He's not great against either side. Get that out. I think O'Neill Cruz got to be the spot today. I think he's in a nice spot. He's not a huge name. I think he's a decent one. Couple other batters that stand out, I think, on the Mets side. Typically, the Mets crush lefties, especially Pete Alonso. But if I remember correctly, his pitch mix didn't match up great against Nick Lodolo. So literally everyone loves these pitches. But then from the sinker, just Ninmo and Mauricio. And the curveball, Soto Vientos. I know Pete loves lefties. He's basically like the best hitter on that team, at least for power. Against lefties, I'll probably stay away from him. I think Lodolo will have a pretty good game today. Sean Manaea back on the bump. He had a really good start. Well, not even a start. Appearance against the Reds, not the Reds, the Royals right before the break. And he was 10 outs, 8 Ks or something like that. He was incredible. I'm excited to see his first start back. I think he's going to be worked back slow. I can't see him go over 5 innings today. I think Nick Kurtz is in a great spot today. You look at his pitch mix against Slade. Fastballs, loves them. Sliders, loves it. Curve, it falls off a little bit. Sinkers, loves it. You get 3 out of the 4 there for him. You could go even further. Change up. Cutter. I mean, he's got a fantastic pitch mix against Slade's overall mix of what he throws. I think he's definitely in contention of being a potential. I would like to get another pitcher. I typically like to do 3 batters, 2 pitchers. I just don't know what I would like. Like, I know a lot of people are on Soroka today. I think they're on the under hits allowed because of how good he's been and how bad that team's been. But that's scary. I feel like you're kind of waiting for that team to get back to what they can be. 2.5 earned runs for Cease. I feel like he'd have a really good start against them. But let's see if we could find something else that we really like. I'm already on the fade Sandy train with the Vinny. I don't want to go back there again. I think Manaea stays under 15.5 pretty easily, but mid. Slade. Saw a lot of people actually on JP Sears K's because he's seemingly figured it out. 3.5. I mean, 3.5 is such a low line against Cleveland. I mean, lefties against Cleveland. I mean, Gordon missed. Before Gordon, I mean, what is that? It says 74%. It feels higher. I only see 4 guys that haven't. No, 1, 2, 3, 4 all season to miss against them for 4 Ks. The lineup, how's the lineup looking? Where is their lineup? I'm losing it. Against lefties, I mean, it's a heavy K percentage, dude. This is a confirmed lineup. David Fry, Jones, Rodriguez, Wilson, Rocio, all over a 30% K rate. Last 30, they're all equally as bad, man. This is a lot of ABs for a guy like David Fry, who last year crushed lefties. He got at least 4 good matchups. And no one really hits them that well. Like the sweeper, holy shit, they can't hit it. Outside of J-Ram. The slider, slightly better. I guess Jonathan Rodriguez can hit it, but they do not look good against any of this pitch mix. Maybe JP Sears over 3.5. Quan's still hurt, isn't he? FPL, that's a good shout. Let me see here. This is a confirmed lineup. So there's no Steven Kwan today starting. Which, again, great point from you. Let me just make sure I see it here. That's a big one. I'm if I remember correctly, he's got to be their lowest K percentage guy. Might be J-Ram. J-Ram's slightly below Quan, but regardless, Quan is one of those guys who doesn't strike out. You're replacing him with Angel Martinez at the top of the lineup. Strikes out slightly more. You got 4 guys who don't really K. Angel's an okay target. Jose doesn't K. Santana doesn't really K. Naylor doesn't really K. The last 30, the same. They've been just as good as each other. But you get 4 high targets who strike out a lot. You need 4 strikeouts. Buddy, you need 4 Ks. You're probably going to go 6. He's been going 5. That's what? 15 outs? I need you to strike out like 10% of the batters you see, buddy. No, that math's way off. It's like 27% of the batters you see. That math doesn't seem right either, to be quite honest with you. No, my math was right. 26% of the batters you see, if they're all outs, you'll see a couple more because of hits and whatnot. So I might be leaning to JP Sears here. He's still got, I mean, he'll be a little bit juiced, but for the sake of a lotto, he's fine. Can you still get him at a good price here? Where is he? Guardians. For a solo bet. He's a little bit juiced now. I think earlier in the day, I saw a lot of people on him, which would make sense. So they kind of got that price range out. O'Neal Cruz, Vinny Pasquantino, JP Sears, Jesus Luzardo. We need to find one more. Ideally, a batter. I like to typically do 3 batters, 2 pitchers. I feel like we got to look here. You got to look here. Buxton's been crushing lefties. He's definitely going to have a 3 hits, runs, and RBIs line, but I just buy it down to 2. I would personally just buy this down to 2. Betting 320. Let's keep it extremely simple, stupid right now. If not, then it's Jeffers. Jeffers grades, I think, the second best against the pitches. 4-seam loves it. Knuckle curve, Jeffers the only one that's a plus against it. They haven't seen it enough. I can't really knock anyone against it. I mean, Buxton's a 0 without seeing a single pitch, so I can't knock him for it. Cutter, it's Buxton, not Jeffers. Willie Castro. Sweeper, it's Jeffers. Again, Buxton hasn't seen it. Just doesn't like the changeup. We'll keep it real simple, stupid. With a 5-legger, somehow opened up my TikTok. It's got to be Buxton. He's not going to be a soloable play on profit. Not at 1.5, obviously. Where is he? Okay, you're gonna have to get him at 2.5, and he's already getting kind of juiced at 2.5. So, I wish it was a better price, but with a 5-legger with everyone else at like a solo price under -140, basically, I think we're in a really, really good spot. Correa hits good. Correa in general is much better against lefties than he is righties. Buxton hasn't seen Freeland before. You say Correa has? There's no matchup. It says he hasn't seen him, but Correa's I know Correa's good against lefties. I say his pitch mix probably isn't as good as the other ones. Good against the 4-seam. Hasn't seen much of the knuckle. Again, I'm not going to knock him for that. Hasn't seen much of the cutter either. I think Buxton's a relatively safe play. You obviously get a much better price on Correa. I think you're still getting a very nice price on Carlos Correa here. Damn, he hasn't seen many lefty starters, huh? It's up to you. Again, for the sake, if we were to do a lotto, I think you're fine regardless. I'd rather go with the guy I'm a little bit more confident with, Byron Buxton. I think he's a better hitter. Being first in the lineup probably means an extra AB for him. It's pretty easy to get to the top of the lineup with him. He has a better batting average against lefties. He's an all-star for a reason, and he scores slightly better in the pitch mix. I think that makes the decision fairly easy for me today. Fairly easy for me today. Okay. Is there anything else we might have missed pitching wise? Let me make sure I haven't missed any pitchers, any other spots that look really nice. I do love a fade Sandy, but Kansas City away from home. Slade's been good this year, but I want to stay away from that. The Yankees are a tough matchup, although Spencer's really found his stuff recently. Taj? No, he's lost his stuff recently. Morton. Isn't he just returning from injury? He hasn't been getting huge pitch counts. I don't hate the under here. Fat. No, it was Ryan Nelson that screwed me over. Not Brandon Fat. It was Ryan that screwed me over against the A's, was it? No, the Angels. I saw Glasnow K's are pretty popular plays. He's kind of ramped back up. Milwaukee's somewhat trending down. I know he just faced them as well. I don't like when a pitcher sees the same team twice in a short amount of time. I'm not going to lie to you. Castillo, Brandon Walter, how do you strike out everyone but the Rockies? I don't love the matchup here. Seattle's been pretty good at limiting Ks of late. You could sell me on Soroka because his chart's been really good this year. He hasn't been giving up 6 hits to start. San Diego's been relatively bad, but I feel like they're also relatively due. I'll probably stay away there. I think our 5 are nice and simple. Vinny Pasquantino, O'Neill Cruz, Byron Buxton, JP Sears for 4, Jesus Luzardo for 7. Nice and simple. I'll have everything out very, very shortly. Just want to get this out before we went to dinner because I got to get ready and everything. But regardless, quick stream today as we kind of get back. I'm going to be live both tomorrow and Sunday. Tomorrow will be more of a research stream. Today I had most of my thoughts already kind of done and dusted. If you guys are not already on ProfitX, go check it out. Use code Cheddar, get up to 200 back in bonus cash across your first month. Like I said, basically every line that you mentioned here, outside of the Byron Buxton one, I've already played the Vinny Pasquantino line. I'm going to get probably one more solo in there because we got some nice early cash in the Chicago game. Go check it out. Again, for solo plays and your entries, it is available almost anywhere. If you're not in a sportsbook state and tired of playing duos, like on a Prize Picks or whatnot, it is your number one go-to. Go check it out. Use code Cheddar to get some extra cheddar back. And yeah, I appreciate you guys hanging out. We are about a little bit under 2 months now till August. Yeah, we're under 2 months now till NFL season's back. Those are going to be some fun streams where we can do like a daily or like a once a week NFL kind of research show that's a little bit longer. Appreciate everyone hanging out with us here today. Relatively quick show, but thank you guys so much. Again, code Cheddar on ProfitX if you haven't already. And I will see you guys very, very soon. Peace, guys.